This is day 10 of dropshipping. Today I figured out what avatar I'm gonna start targeting. Um, at first, or I mostly did the research on like with AI, but it's because it was giving me some avatars that I thought would actually like really work and that were good. But then I was doing like manual research on them and realized there just isn't enough validation of those avatars like actually like customer language getting their that issue fixed with like the product I'm selling. So I ended up like literally just going back and looking at what my competitor was or who they were targeting, and I realized that they were targeting also a specific avatar, but in a way it was still like super broad and targeting just multiple people. It wasn't like one specific person with like, a certain hobby or like something they do. So I ended up asking like AI just give me a list, and then it gave me an avatar that I ended up liking a lot because it's that audience is out there and it's big enough, and like it's something they do, like, or that avatar is something they like and do on a daily basis or frequently. So I think if I really hone in on targeting them only, and not like competitors where they're targeting pretty much like anybody with that issue or with that problem, I think I'll really be able to capitalize on like meta and or the ads really resonating with that avatar, because I'd be targeting that specific group of people that do um that thing they do and have problems with it. So I ended up figuring that out, and I also figured out the desires I'm gonna end up using or testing towards that avatar. Um, I need to remember to make sure I target that avatar within the copy, or not just in the copy, but all around the ad, the hooks and everything. The video I watched yesterday really helped me learn how to create a good hook, because I think I literally tried everything. Like I changed the hook once, I changed the images, and I changed the headline in pretty much all the three tests that I tested, or every single campaign. So I honestly just like thought, okay, well, honestly, I think it's just the ad. It's ass, and it wasn't resonating with the person, and people that were clicking on it weren't even the people that I was trying to target. So I think what I learned with the hooks, I think it'll help me get that CTR up in the next test I do. Um, I was hoping to do the copy today and hoping to do more work today or like progress more, but I ended up working pretty late, so I'll probably end up finishing that tomorrow. Hopefully, I get the copy done. I realize I do need to change a lot of images of like just so it resonates with the new avatar I'm targeting. And yeah, I mean, everything is built out already. It's just I need to change certain words, change certain titles, and like product images. But yeah, once I do that, I think this avatar is good. And with everything I've learned so far, I'll be able to really target that audience and have a better chance of getting conversions, rather than the last test where like just random, I think random people were just going in there. I was targeting women, and I noticed that was the gender that was actually clicking on the ad mostly. But that's the thing, the gender isn't everything, and pretty much I was just targeting every person, every kind of woman or avatar. So yeah, if I really hone in on, you know, using the right customer language, structuring the copy really well, using what I know on how to make good hooks, and creating images that show the person or my avatar in the image, I think metrics will be really good. And after that, like once I get those top of funnel metrics, it's really all about just creating or making sure the copy converts, and the landing page as well. I'm not gonna add an advertorial this time, but yeah, I just need to. This time I'm not gonna add an advertorial because I just really wanna lock that copy in, and I wanna make it convert and like hope to get add to carts, because I literally got none on the last 3 tests. So yeah, I'm trying to beat my goal, which is getting 2 sales or more, obviously. 2 sales on a single store. Literally the past 4 products I've ran, um the most it's ever got is literally 1 sale, and it could have got more, but I didn't want to overspend and just wait and hope for Meta to like find the audience when they weren't gonna find the audience. And most of those times when I did get the order, I think it was just really luck, because afterwards there was just no like any events happening like add to carts or anything, and metrics were bad. But I'm learning how to tell or predict kind of what metrics might look like and when to pause the ad and what to fix. So hopefully this next test improves. Tomorrow I'm really just gonna focus on making sure that copy is good, and really targets that avatar. And I also changed the offer. I lowered the price, because, or I know the margins are gonna be much lower now, but if I can really get that, or I'm just worried about getting that copy to convert or the ad to convert. Once that converts and there's sign of like buying intent from that audience or that avatar, then I'll start like A and B testing so I can get like the best margins I can get. And I also want to add subscriptions, since I noticed that this avatar I'm targeting will have, or they have that, or it has the ability to turn into like monthly recurring revenue, because that avatar would be or would want to keep buying it, like if it works out for them. So obviously I hope the product works for them, because I don't want no chargebacks, or I don't want them to just buy the subscription bundle and then cancel it right afterwards, since it will be a lower price and it'll benefit me the longer they have it running. But yeah, I'm not gonna add that yet. I'm still just trying to make sure it converts and there's buying intent. Once I know there is, and once I can convert, then I'll add all those other things. Eventually I'll try to add an advertorial and A/B test offers and much more. But yeah, that was pretty much day 10.